Hello, everyone. I'm Chestic44, Arueshalae, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we did a bit of wandering around the place, talking to people, seeing if there was anything new going on. There wasn't really anything particularly new, I don't think. Didn't get much in the way of new loot. We sold the loot we had, and the city is looking very nice and cheery. Look at those banners. Anyway, let's go speak to Anevia for Aru. See if we can get that quest taken care of. Anevia, let us speak. Do you remember when I asked you about your dream? You said you wanted to learn how to bake bread. Could you tell me more about that? Is this for Arueshalae? Uh-huh. I can see you. You can come on out. Anevia smiles at the half-hidden succubus bashfully emerging from her hiding place. Now, isn't that better? Anyway, back to bread. Anevia sighs pensively, her eyes gazing into the distance. When I was just a little snot-nosed kid, my mom hid me from our enemies in a temple of Desna. Nadal, my birthplace, is a horror show. If it crumbled into the sea tomorrow, I'd throw a party. But the temple was a tiny oasis of peace and calm, hidden away from all that. Folks in the temple knew how to laugh. They'd sing songs as they did their needlework, and in the mornings they'd bake the most fragrant bread in the whole world. I could barely see over the table, but I'd stand and watch as the cook mixed the dough, formed it into rounds, and then put them in the oven. It's the happiest memory of my life. Well, of the crappy part of my life, up until I met Beth, of course. Then, when I bailed on that, I did all kinds of scummy jobs. I crawled through marshlands, I scrambled over rooftops, I waded through sewers, I spied, I tracked, I killed, and that memory was the thing that kept me going when I was sitting up to my eyeballs in gore, or dragging myself through the slums with an arrow in my side. I remembered the smell of that bread, the crunch of the crust, how it burned my little fingers. I remembered how happy I was back then. Commander, have you thought about what you'll do after we win? I mean, once we've smashed the demons, closed the world wound, hung up our weapons, what then? I know my war will be well and truly over the morning I get up, mix up a dough, and put it in the oven. I'm gonna sit there and watch it rise. And then the smell of fresh bread will wake Irabeth, and she'll come into the kitchen, and I'll break her off a steaming, fragrant piece. That's when I'll truly know in my gut that the crusade's over, that our peaceful life has begun. Arueshalae listens to Anevia with rapt attention. When Anevia finishes, the succubus is silent for a long time and then briskly wipes her eyes. Thank you, Anevia. Desna bless you. I think I understand now. I think I truly understand. Arueshalae turns to you. You see a sparkle of hope in her eyes again, something that's been missing ever since your last visit to the world of dreams. Falai, we need to go there again. To the dream world. Now I know how to solve the riddle. Please, come speak to me in private as soon as you can. Not waiting for your answer, Arueshalae walks away. Anevia watches the demon go. Desna teaches that everything we do in our waking hours begins in our dreams. I wonder when my dream helped her understand. But whatever it was, may the goddess watch over her. We'll find out soon. Let's head over to the streets, I think? Wait, am I meeting her in the tavern? Let's go to the streets. She might be outside. I don't know if she's in the tavern or not. Yeah, I think she's in the tavern. I'll do it this way just so I can quickly warp over. There she is. Aru? Let's go to your dream. Let's do it. I can't wait to solve this riddle. Oh, but there's... A glimpse of concern appears on the succubus's eager face. My nightmare. It's still in there. Usually he doesn't show up at all, but I think he will attack us when we start altering the very nature of my dream. Better get ready for battle. I'm ready. Arueshalae touches her hand and the real world fades around you. Arueshalae's dream seems even darker and emptier than before. The smell of smoke and ash lingers in the cold air. You can't see the nightmare, but you can feel it watching you from the dark. The succubus approaches the table reverently, as if approaching a holy altar. Then she hesitates. When Desna asked me, "What do you dream of?" I didn't know anything about dreams. I've been trying to imitate mortals, but I never really understood what I was doing. I filled my dreams with so many things, but now I understand why they all burned so easily. They were not real dreams, but... how should I put it? Mortals don't actually dream about objects. They dream about ideas. Filling my dreams with those items was like stealing a roadside sign from its stake and then claiming I had an entire town in my hands. Anevia isn't really dreaming about a loaf of bread. Her dream is about a whole new life. A life where there's no war. A life where she lives in her own house and bakes bread for her beloved. I'm sure that if I asked anyone about the things I stored here, they'd tell me why those things are there in their dream worlds, the worlds where they find happiness. Did Anevia's words give you any ideas about how to find your own dream? They did. Almost. Maybe. I hope so. We'll find out soon enough. This table didn't burn because it is a part of my true dream, a part of the world where I am happy. Now I just have to find out what this world looks like. Arueshalae closes her eyes. The world of my dreams is so close. I can almost see it. Almost. A teapot is on the table. Arueshalae whispers quietly. You can barely hear her words, but as she speaks, the world changes around you. The smell of smoke and ash is replaced by the fragrant aroma of freshly brewed tea. The teacups are full, and steam is rising from them. There's a spot of spilled jam, cookie crumbs. I must have baked cookies. Oh. Planning to drink some tea? A hissing voice full of bitter hatred can be heard in the darkness. You used to drink souls before. How many living souls did you kill, you fiend? How many did you torture to death? You don't deserve a life like this. I've done many terrible things. Arueshalae's voice is quiet but firm. I've ruined many lives, and I'll be paying for that as long as I live. I will fight until we close the world wound, and even after that, as long as there is evil on Galarian. But I will not give up on my dream, whatever it is. Without it, I won't have the strength to fight. I'll make you pay with your life!
This will be quick.
Well, this shouldn't take long. Arueshalae stops to catch her breath. These nightmares will never leave me alone. I know that I deserve them, but it is so hard to fight them off over and over again. Are you feeling alright? I am, I guess. As much as I can be in the current situation. Let's continue. Arueshalae closes her eyes again. Surrounding the table, I see a house. A large, spacious kitchen. A ray of sunlight coming in through the window, the branches of apple trees swaying outside. Oh. You want to have a house of your own, my venomous butterfly. Demolishier's charred, ghostly face is twisted with hatred. You've deprived me of my home twice. First, you took Elysium from me. Then I found myself a new refuge in the Abyss, but you've destroyed that too. And now you dare to dream of a house of your own. I have wronged you badly, and I feel guilty. I'm not trying to make excuses. There's nothing I could say that would excuse what I've done, but you are dead, Demolchio. I will never forget you, but I will not let you take my life. You don't have the right to live.
Strike!
Arueshalae looks pale as she wipes away the sweat and tears from her face. You're so close to finding your dream. You're almost there. Yes. I want to see it through to the end. A kitchen. A teapot on the table. And who's sitting at the table? Look, that's me. But I'm not alone. Who's that with me? It's you. We're laughing. We're carefree and happy. We're drinking tea and reminiscing about days gone by. But it's not just the two of us. All of my friends are here. Really is everyone. This whole time, this is what I really wanted. A house of my own. Friends. Maybe even a family. Family. Isn't that the word mortals use to describe the people who fill them with happiness? The people they love and can't live without? You can't be happy, you scum! You don't deserve happiness! The nightmare's hiss grows into a deafening roar. I will be happy! She looks the monster straight in the eye. Do whatever you want to me, but my dreams are mine forever.
A test of my abilities. Disappear.
Ember, Social, Sela, Camellia, Ramian, Anevia, and Irabeth. The monster is gone
I
and
just want to live here,
Oh.
in the world of mortals, with the ones I hold dear. I have solved your riddle, goddess. This is my true dream.
The monster is gone and the kitchen is peaceful again. The smell of freshly baked cookies wafts through the air, and steam rises from cups of hot, fragrant tea that have been set out on the table. Arueshalae gazes around her longingly. You've never seen her so happy.
Goddess, what is going on? What's happening to me?
Oh.
I have changed. I can feel it. The abyss has relinquished its hold on me. I am not a monster anymore. Oh, Desna, this is so wonderful.
Arueshalae lets out a musical laugh. Her eyes shine with delight. What just happened?
I don't know, but I can feel that everything has changed. Myself, you, everything in the world. Oh, goddess, this is so beautiful. I had no idea that the world could be so beautiful.
How do you feel?
I've never felt better. Everything that I hated about myself is gone. I look at you and I don't feel hunger. I don't want to kill. All the unholy cravings I experienced as a demon, they're all gone. Now I just want to be happy, to live and to love.
So your touch no longer drains the life from others.
No, I am not a monster anymore. Not a predator, not a weapon. Just a woman, like any other female mortal.
Arueshalae looks down at her slender fingers. Slowly, apprehensively, she reaches out to touch you. You feel the warmth of her soft skin as she gently strokes her hand. So what will you do now?
First, I'll help you in this war. We'll close the world wound once and for all. And then... You know, I've done so many bad things. My redemption doesn't automatically cancel out all the evil I've done. The people I murdered are beyond salvation now, and my nightmares won't let me forget that. But I can still save the others, those who are still alive and in need of help.
You've managed to find your dream. Congratulations.
Yes, I have. But you have been beside me every step of the way. I could never have done this without you. Thank you so much.
It's time for us to return to the real world.
Yes! I can't wait to see the world through new eyes.
Well, talk about a happy ending for Arueshalae. Oh, hi, Ivu.
We do it my
Let's go
way.
talk to her. Actually, first, just a quick check of the merchant here. Why do you have 5 onion soups? Just taking all of the, things here. Only makes sense. Alright, let's go see Aru. She's all the way over back by the temple. There's the goddess. Of course. Fortunately, it doesn't take long to get there. Yes, you're running across the entire place, but still. You tried to change your nature and succeeded. How does it feel? I feel reborn. I'm a whole new person now, and the world around me seems remade too. It was always hunt or be hunted for me. I never wanted to be the one who hunts, yet I am a predator by nature, so I had to restrain myself all the time to avoid destroying everything around me. I had the eyes of a monster, and they could only see pain and suffering. I couldn't even imagine that there were so many wonderful, beautiful things in the world. I'm still unable to understand many of them, but I will change, and I will come to understand everything. What's going on with your nightmares? Do they still haunt you? Yes, they do, and that's how it should be. I myself have changed, but my past will haunt me forever. All the evil things that I did. I have a lot of debts to pay. I have no right to forget them, and my nightmares won't allow it. The answer to Desna's riddle turned out to be surprisingly simple. Yes, but it was not about the answer itself at all. What if someone told me something like, Arueshalae, you need friends at the very beginning of my journey? Of course I need them. This revelation would not have helped me at all back then. It took me several decades of haphazard wandering in order to understand how dreams work and what I should do with them. The answer was simple, yes. But this journey was the actual lesson the goddess wanted to teach me. Alright. It is a very nice story what happened to Arueshalae. I don't know if she actually changes physically. Like, let me see here. She has all those things there. I think... Okay, wait. Ascending Succubus. You must succeed on a melee touch attack. Deals 1d6 points of damage for 2... Okay. She is still technically... Oh, no. An ascending demon loses most of their demonic powers, which helps them to battle the temptation to return to their own ways, but also leaves them vulnerable to retaliation from other demons who loathe the idea of... Okay. I don't know if that actually changed. But either way, it's great what happened with her. Even if she doesn't look any different. She still looks very dorky like this, but still. And I've heard say that one of the best paths you can take, at least thematically, is if you play as a Desna-worshipping Azada who ends up following the romance path with Arueshalae. The romance path with Arueshalae does have a funny start, where she realizes she's getting feelings for you and decides to throw herself in prison so as not to be a threat, i.e. she literally throws herself in horny jail. But I can see it. Worshipping Desna and becoming an Azada, that already works together very nicely. After all, Azadas do connect with Desna very, very clearly and closely. But also, being a Desna Azada who is helping a Desna worshipper overcome her demonic nature through dreams, and then romancing her, that is just so thematically fitting. Something I did kind of want to try sometime, but maybe sometime in the future. There is one other thing I want to try here that I thought of. Have I ever looked at this? Grave of Staunton Vane, traitor of the Crusades. A simple yet elegant elven gravestone marking the resting place of the warrior Kaelessa. Even in the embrace of the dark fate, she was not forgotten by her trusted comrades. Oh. I didn't know this could happen. I mean, Staunton Vane was still a problem, but the gravestone for Kaelessa, considering all the things dealing with her, that was nice. But since we're down here, I do kind of want to check on Trevor. He has nothing to say. Okay, then. In that case, I think there is still one other thing we need to do. But I don't want to start it right now. Let me go check, see if anyone else has anything to say. I doubt it, but... Lan, you have anything to say? Nope, nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody is going to have anything else to say here. Nope, nothing there. Social, you also have nothing. Yeah, nobody has anything to say. Alright. Well, I do notice we are close to leveling up. Like, it's not going to take much. One more quest, and we're leveling. Which is absolutely fantastic, and I definitely want. Because then we'll be level 19. And yes, the max level is 20. So we're almost max level. Well ahead of when we should be. But next episode, we'll go take a look at the Commander's Court and see what's going on with the Free Crusaders. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is me. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.